guys, Daniel McCarthy here. Welcome back to another week of my vlog. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 tips to developing good sleep habits. So what happens when somebody becomes not so great a sleeper or a bad sleeper, whatever we want it, or they've actually got insomnia? What happens in these instances is that the bedroom has become a place of wakefulness, okay? So as human beings, we kind of have these learned habits and patterns, okay? And the bedroom, we want it to be patterned that when we walk into the bedroom, it's a place of sleepfulness and rest and sleep, basically. And that's a conditioned response, okay? But when we become poor sleepers, it's because that bedroom has become a place that's triggering our wakefulness system instead of our sleep system. And that's what we've got to reverse and get the bedroom back to being a learned place of sleep, not wakefulness. So how do these habits begin? It usually is because we've done things in the bedroom that aren't conducive to sleep, and that might be that we've worked in the bedroom on our computer, or we've done stimulating things like watching a crazy TV show or something, or we've had problem-solving conversations with our partners in bed, or we've had a bad night's sleep and then we've lay in bed for hours on end worrying about being tired and worrying about sleep, etc. So there's some ways that the bedroom can become this place of wakefulness versus sleep. So I have 5 tips for you to start turning this around and recreating the bedroom as a place that you're going to walk into, jump into bed and fall asleep really fast. Tip number 1 is we need to go back to keeping the bedroom as a place of sleep and sexual activity only. Everything else has to be outside of the bedroom, all right? There is going to be no working inside of the bedroom. There's going to be no TV inside of the bedroom or anything like that. It is just a place for sleep and sex. My second tip is to keep it consistent. So it's important to not be in bed more than 30 minutes of either waking up or going to sleep. So only going to the bedroom 30 minutes before you plan on putting lights out, and get up within 30 minutes of waking, and be consistent with your going to bed and waking up times, okay? We're trying to create a nice pattern and routine here, and that requires consistency. So going to bed roughly around the same time each night and getting up roughly around the same time each morning, regardless of weekends, etc., or if you've had a bad night's sleep, keeping it consistent. Number 3 is only go to bed when you feel drowsy. I feel like this is a really important one because particularly those of you out there who are partnered and sleep in the bed with your partner, I see it quite often where people with sleep difficulties are trying to, I guess, conform to their partner's sleep habits. So it might be that their partner goes to bed at a certain time and, so therefore they've kind of adjusted and start to go to bed at that time. But it's not actually when they're drowsy and sleepy, it's just because, they've got to turn the light off or whatnot so they don't wake their partner up. We've got to scrap that, and you've got to listen to your body and go to bed only when you're drowsy. So listen to your warning signs about being drowsy. Is that your eyes feeling really heavy? Are you starting to yawn? What are your drowsy cues? And then when those start to show up, whatever time that is, that's when you need to go to bed, okay? So go to bed when you're drowsy. Number 4 is no clock watching. Okay, so we need to remove the clock from the bedroom. There is no need to know what time it is after you've gone to bed. The only thing that knowing the time is going to do is stress you out. Okay, you're going to look at the clock and you're going to freak out about how many hours you've been awake for, and that it's only going to be 3 hours until you wake up. Okay, it's just going to stress you out. You don't need to know what time it is. No clock watching. Number 5, and the final tip, is the half-hour rule. So without watching the clock, this is just an estimate, we don't want you to lie in bed for more than 30 minutes without being asleep, okay? Because if you do, this is when the bed is going to become a place of wakefulness, because you're going to become frustrated and stressed, and then the bedroom is getting patterned to be a place of wakefulness, all right? So we're going to go to bed. If we're not asleep within about 30 minutes, we're going to get up and we're going to go to another room, like the lounge room or somewhere like that. We're going to do a nice relaxing activity, like read a book or something like that. When you feel drowsy, so you start yawning or your eyelids are feeling heavier, you're going to return to the bedroom and try again. And again, if you're not asleep within about half an hour, you're going to get up and do the same thing. Going to another room, relaxing activity till you feel drowsy, then return. All right, no lying in bed for longer than half an hour ever. All right. So that's the 5 tips for developing good sleep habits. I hope you found them useful. That's it for this week. I'll be back next week with another topic. Bye for now.